Perfect. It is recording now. Yeah, we can talk.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. So I was telling you, investing.com, very good website. You can make predictions on the market.
All right.
You told me about crypto.
Yeah.
Right here
Yeah.
on the right side, you can see the things that we can trade on.
Yeah.
Indices, commodities, ETFs, and stocks. If you click here, you also have crypto, forex, and bonds.
Okay.
You know about crypto. We're gonna talk about them a bit later. About crypto.
Okay.
Are you familiar with indices? What indices are?
Yeah. Somehow. Yeah.
Okay. Basically, what do you know about indices? What do you think they are?
This is a graph.
Yeah.
And I can see it is all going down except S and P 500 VIX that is going up.
Okay. This graph basically shows you.
Mm-hmm.
Here is selected one day. We can select 1 week,
1 week,
one
1
month.
month, 6 months, 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is for US 30 futures. We have US 500. Basically, what indices are. Every single one of these, Nasdaq, S&P 500. There are groups of companies. Let's put it like this. You told me you're a media designer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's say you have a company.
Mm-hmm.
You have your own company, and you realize that you want to go onto the market. You want to make your company public,
Okay.
but your stock value, because you don't have so many employees or your company is just at the beginning, it doesn't have a lot of value. So what do? You get more companies like yours, you put them together under one name.
Okay.
Everyone has their own company. Don't get me wrong. You're
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
the owner of your company, but on the market, they are under one name. For example,
Okay.
to make it easier, S&P 500, for example, is top 100 companies in America.
Okay.
Dow Jones is top 100 tech companies from America. Nasdaq is top 50, if I'm not mistaken, tech companies in South America, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are more companies put together. As you can see, only one stock, for example, on Nasdaq is $13,000.
Mm-hmm.
From what I can tell you, indices are for long trading, long-term trading, and I'm talking
Okay.
about very long. Old people in movies were doing this. If you saw American movies, you remember the grandparents on Christmas were gifting their nephews an investment fund
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
telling them at 18 you're gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is what they were doing. Let's take for example S&P 500, and we're gonna look at graph. These are very old indices. Indices in general are very old. We're gonna select 1 month. We're gonna select max. As you can see, this stock, this index started in 1970.
Okay.
So it has 51 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine you bought it when it was almost $100. Right
Mm-hmm.
now it's $4,000 for one.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So these are for very long term. If which something which I really hope for you, you get to a point in your life where you can invest around 5,000, $10,000 in an index every year. Do that.
Mm-hmm.
In 10 years, you're gonna be a multi-millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but until then, indices, like I told you, very long-term trading, very safe options to invest in them. But if
May
you wanna
I
make,
ask? May I ask this question?
please,
For
please.
instance, you choose to maybe invest in Dow Jones, yeah.
Okay,
Thinking of, let's say, 50 years to come.
okay.
What if it collapses within 20 years?
It's impossible to collapse because there are 100 companies, right?
Mm,
Let's say one of them collapses. One of them goes bankrupt, like it happened with I don't know what company went recently. GameStop, the
okay.
big the video game store from America. It
Okay.
went bankrupt, and it was in Dow Jones. What did they do? It went bankrupt, and they replaced it with another company which also had a huge capital.
Okay.
Simple as that. It's impossible for them, for all of them to go broke. Let's say at the same time.
Okay.
Only if I don't know a war starts in America and America is attacked by another country, then it will lose value. But as you can see, started in 1985 and it's still going. So they are very, very safe options. Indices in general, very, very safe options. Okay, you understood about indices, right? Groups of companies. Okay, now we have commodities. You know what commodities are?
Commodities will be acquired items, yeah, things you can acquire, right?
Exactly. And natural resources,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Oil, gold, silver, these are medium trading times. As I told you on indices, you can trade them for 10, 20 years. These ones, usually we trade them here at our company for 1 month or 2 months, right? We buy and then we sell after 2 months. That's when it gains real value. The price of oil, for example, it cannot jump a lot, or gold or silver, because there's plenty of it in the world.
Okay.
So if you want to make a profit with a smaller number, with a smaller sum of few hundred euros, commodities are not a very good idea. It's good to invest them with, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 euros and wait for 1 or 2 months. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Because as you can see, it went up, copper went up with 1.5%. So if you invested 100 euros, you would have made 1.5 euros. So not very, you would have bought yourself a coffee at that point. Maybe not even. In Italy, I know that coffee is more expensive than wine, 1.5 euros. I think it's like 3, 4 euros. Okay, commodities, natural resources. So medium duration on trades. ETFs are, how should I call them? Funds. Basically, you give money to a fund and they invest it for you.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Let's say you
Yeah.
put your money in a company like Amazon or something. If I get maybe a
those
bank.
Those are stocks.
Okay.
Those are stocks. What
Okay.
you're telling me about ETFs? Imagine it like this: you have 500,000 euros. No, let's say 1 million euros.
Yeah.
You have it in your bank account, and you want to start with more, but you don't have more money. What do? You get to you call your sister, and your sister also has 1 million euros. And your friend also has 1 million euros. You put your money together and you invest in something. Because imagine, with 3 million euros, 1% growth is 30,000 euros. Make sense?
Yeah.
So just 1% brings you a lot of money. You know how rich people in the world, like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, all got a lot of money during the pandemic?
Tell me.
Yeah, a lot of rich people, billionaires, and also millionaires, they became billionaires after the pandemic. What they did was put their money together and invest into something. They invested into commodities or indices or ETFs, a lot of money. And for them to, like you see here, Pro shares went up by 6.4% in one day. Just imagine you have invested, I don't know, let's say $500 million in this. You would have made a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
You would have made a lot of money. By just 6.4%, you would look at tens of millions of dollars or euros. Because whenever you invest a huge number, the return is also huge. Yeah, but afterwards, if you lose 3%, it also means you lost a lot of money. So
Yeah.
it's not a sure bet. Usually ETFs, I don't recommend them, because if you wanna invest your money with on a fund, you want to put money together with 1,000 other people and invest into something, usually there's a contract attached. You can look online on Google for funds, common funds, hedge funds, right? You can find them in Italy. Even I know companies in Italy that have those kind of funds. And what they do, you go into their company or you give them a call or you enter Google and look for their company and you talk with a broker and you're making a contract with him. Let's say, I know the minimum deposit is like 3,000 or 5,000 euros usually. And he tells you, look, you give us 5,000 euros. It goes exactly like this. You give us 5,000 euros. We're going to invest them for you. And in 5 years, we would make you, I don't know, 20% of that. So we would make you 2,000 euros,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's how funds work. So long time, it's very good. Like indices, it's very good to invest with the fund, but long time. So you're looking
Yeah,
at,
but if you are to get 20% of 5,000 in 5 years, it's nothing.
yeah, that's why people usually enter funds with big numbers,
Mm-hmm.
exactly like indices. For us, for the common folk, for you and me, we have stocks, we have commodities, we have crypto, we have forex. Those are for trades that you can open and close, let's say in one day, and
Okay.
look at a profit of 10%.
Okay.
Because you know what happened with Dogecoin?
Mm-hmm.
That's the perfect example. It went up from 20 something cents to 60
To,
cents
to
in what?
70 actually.
Yeah, in what? 1 day, 2 days?
Today is 41.
Yeah. So it jumped in less than 48 hours. So that's a very good idea to invest into crypto. Anyway, you know what stocks are?
Um, no, give me an explanation.
Okay. To make it very easy to understand and give you the best explanation, stocks are a small part of a company.
Okay, that's what
So
I explained before.
a very small part of the company. Whenever you're buying a stock, you're buying a very, very, very small ownership of the company. Whenever a company wants money, they release stocks,
So can I
right?
say it's a shares?
Exactly. Shares and stocks are the same thing.
Okay.
That's the thing. A share in a company, stocks, it's almost the same thing. Make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And whenever the company does well, and you let's say have, I don't know, 10 stocks in Apple, in the Apple company that makes electronics, right? And they do very well.
Hmm.
They have the best year, they release the best phones, and they make a lot of money. That's when people want to buy stocks.
Where,
And because
which people? I didn't get you.
traders, people like you and me,
Okay.
that's when people want to buy stocks, when companies are doing well, where you hear a news about a company doing so well that you really want stocks in that company, like Tesla,
Yeah.
right? Because you can see, let's take Tesla for example. Okay, the chart is loading right now. We're gonna look at monthly.
Tesla. That's Elon Musk, right?
Yeah, the electric car manufacturer.
Yeah.
Tesla, we have here 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and after 2 years it went from you can see the price on the right side, right, the gray one.
Yeah. 64.
64, yep, exactly, to 600. So if you invested back then, not even 2 years ago, it's less than 2 years ago, if you invested $600,
Mm-hmm.
right now you would have had $6,000.
Wow. Just 2 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you some even crazier examples, but after you understand what I'm really talking about. Yeah, so stocks, very good, very good. You can trade them short term. You can trade them in one day. You can buy them in the morning and sell them in the afternoon and look at the profit. I'm not talking about becoming a millionaire, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't
It's a,
lie to people
but it's
like
a
you can.
step to being a millionaire.
Exactly, small steps. Learning is the biggest step. You can do it by yourself. No one's stopping you, right? To buy stocks, sell them, crypto, everything. But no one can guarantee you that you're gonna make money. And the second of all, you're not learning, right? You're
Yeah.
just buying because you saw somewhere that this stock will go up, but then it doesn't, and you don't understand why. That's what I'm here to explain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you understood them, right? Indices, commodities, ETFs, and stocks. Do they all make sense for you?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Do you think you have some questions? Maybe I left something unclear
No, I
or not.
think I was asking question alongside, so I'm clear. I'm clear with it.
Okay, just you can ask me at any point.
Mm.
We're not. I'm not rushing anywhere.
Let's say the difference between the funds and the stocks are funds. You give them the money, they give you the percentage. Let's say in 2 years' time. Let's say in 5 years'
Okay.
time
Yep.
to invest. They just taking your money to invest. Stock is whereby you buy a share. You become part of the owners.
Exactly. You buy a part of the company. Yep.
Yeah. So I get it.
Stocks are very good. Stocks are very good in general. If you want to make some money, right? You read a lot of news, because that's the most important part, reading the news and understanding what you're doing. I will also show you the platform that we have a bit later, so it's gonna make a bit more sense for you.
Okay.
But let's say you found out that something big is going to happen with a company. Let's say your company, right? Let's give it
Yeah.
a name. I don't know. Daniel Design.
Yeah.
I don't know. It has a nice ring to it. You open your company, Daniel Design, and you release a stock. And your stock, let's look at the stocks. Let's say it's $10 or $42, like Bank of America. $42, one stock. You have, I don't know, let's say 10,000 stocks. And there's a news in the newspaper that Daniel Design is going to partner with Photoshop, or Daniel Design is going to have a partnership with, I don't know, PixArt, right?
Yeah.
Or a very big company for designers, or AutoCAD, or anything that you want.
Yeah.
And I know for sure that in 1 month, you're going to have a partnership with them. They will help you develop your company. What do you think will happen with your stock if you get partnered with the biggest designer company in the world?
Of course, you're gonna get people buying it.
Exactly. And whenever a lot of people are buying the same thing and there's not so many of that thing, what do you think is going to happen with the price?
It increases.
Exactly. Exactly. So you understood perfectly what I wanted to tell you. Stocks, very good, because there are hundreds of news coming out each day. If you know how to read the news, you don't care that the company is Apple or Samsung or Tesla or Volkswagen. You don't care about that. For you, 1% growth in one day is 1% growth.
Okay.
You don't care if it's any company. If you know the news, you know to invest. You know how to invest at the right moment,
Yeah.
then you can make money. Okay. Now, a very good tool. As you can see, I'm moving my mouse
The
towards
tools.
tools, right?
Yeah.
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 And we're gonna click on economic calendar.
Mm-hmm.
This is how we get our news, the ones that I was telling you about,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that help us make a prediction on the market.
Okay.
Because we can also do it all day. We can go to news. Let's say we can go to most popular. And whenever you see these news, right, you have to click on them. You have to
Mm-hmm.
spend your time. You have to read. You have to understand. But there's a faster way. There's a faster way for you to make a prediction on the market. And that's exactly the economic calendar. What you see here in this timetable, these are news, right? Every
Mm-hmm.
single one of them. It seems complicated at first because maybe, did you ever look before at an economic calendar?
No, I haven't. This is the first time.
Okay, I'm here to explain you exactly what an economic calendar is. Are you able to see here time?
Yeah.
Okay, that's when the news got into the market, because like I was telling you, every single news in the world, it's affecting the market.
Okay.
If tomorrow you hear that Elon Musk is drunk in Madison Square Garden and he's throwing bottles at old people, you're not going to trust Tesla anymore, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna be like, okay, Elon Musk went crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to think that Tesla, his company, it doesn't have any future.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to sell. They're going to sell the stock. The value will go down. That's why I was telling you that news affect the market. We have time when the news got into the market. Do you have, for example, do you have a favorite TV show that you watch?
Um. For now, I hardly watch television. Actually.
Same as me. But let's say your favorite show is at 5 p.m. Italy time.
Yeah.
That's when you're gonna see 5 p.m. here. It's exactly when it's getting into the market, where or when your show is getting on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
At the second it's happening, is going to be here. The currency, as you can see, CUR. It's what kind of currency is affected by the news.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you an example. You're a media designer.
Yeah.
1,000 media designers quit their job at the same time in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to affect the euro, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Italy uses euros. But if 1,000 media designers quit their job in the United States or in Canada, you're going to see that their currency is getting affected by this news, right?
Yeah.
It does. Europe doesn't care because it's not happening in Europe.
In Europe.
So
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's the point. What kind of currency is being affected? You can see we have
Canadian dollar or the pound. The yeah, the place. Yeah.
exactly importance. This is the most important column, as the name says, importance. We have 1 star and 3 stars. We only look at 3 stars.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first lesson when I got hired here a few years ago, like 6 years ago. That was the first lesson that I got from my senior financial advisor. Somebody really nice called Tony Carter. I'm going to be speaking a lot about him because he's my teacher.
Okay.
Mr. Carter told me about importance. 3 stars means that the price of something, an index, commodity, ETF, stock, crypto, forex, anything that you want is going to be affected. So,
Okay.
for example, 1 star is, let me give you an example. 100 media designers quit their job in Europe.
Okay.
That's 1 star because we have, I don't know how many media designers are in Europe, but I guess that not so much, but more than 100,
Okay.
right? Because it's a rare job. You don't hear everybody saying I'm a media designer.
Yeah.
I don't know. To take a wild guess, I think it's tens of thousands. I don't think it's over 100,000 people in Europe. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But let's say 100 media designers quit their job. It's only going to be 1 star, right? Because not so many
Yeah.
of you guys quit your job. But
Yeah.
now let's say 10,000 media designers quit their job at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be 3 stars
Okay. Because we are plenty.
because it's affecting the market a lot.
Yeah.
Imagine 10,000 people without a job. No more media designers. How are big companies going to make their logos, make their web pages, make anything? They will not be able to do that because no one's working as a media designer anymore. How they will advertise their produce, right?
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I do.
Awesome. So that's 3 stars. We have event. That's the name of the news. Whenever you see the name of the news, you can see that it's kind of cryptid, right? You can see that the words are put together and only the letters are available to see. If you click on it, you're going to get more information. This is the short description, right? As you can see, this description is giving you information about the news. So it only takes you 10 seconds to read the news, right?
Yeah.
And this is the wholesale price index and measures the change in the price of goods sold by wholesalers. So as we can see here, we're gonna make a prediction right now on this news.
Okay.
So more goods are being sold in Germany. That can tell us that the pandemic is starting to slow down in Germany.
Okay.
More people are buying goods. More people are spending money. That means that people have money. And that also tells us that people are working.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe people are working because the pandemic went away and they are starting to get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's the short description of the news. And actual shows us how the certain news, right,
Mm-hmm.
acted. Let me give you an example. 1,000 media designers get hired in Italy. You're gonna see this value as being green, like you see here,
Okay.
because the number went up. The number referring to the news went up.
Okay.
You're gonna see a percentage. Let's say 1,000 quit. You're gonna see it like we see it here with red
Mm-hmm.
because it went down.
What of black?
Black basically means that this news is coming into the market every month.
Okay, that is a persistent news, something that keeps on.
Exactly. You can see black news can be with minus
Mhm.
or they can be normal. Usually, whenever they are above 0, you don't see a plus.
Okay.
So it's 7.2. It means it went up. The Germans buying goods. This random news that we chose. If you see it with minus, it means that people are spending less money. You can make a prediction that Germany is still in the quarantine and people don't have a lot of money.
Mhm.
Forecast is a team of analysts like we have here trying to guess what's going to happen before we get the news.
Okay.
For example, they see a news that in 1 month the US will go to war with Iraq,
Okay.
and there will be guesses done by a team of analysts that the American dollar will go down because they will spend money, right, to fund the
Mhm.
war.
Mhm.
But from my personal experience, don't use forecast. Never base your assumptions whenever you want to make money on forecast. You can
Okay.
take from this column every single value as an example. They can be wrong. And being wrong here
Mhm.
means you're going to lose money here
Okay.
when the real news gets into the market. Maybe they will predict that 10,000 doctors quit their job, but only 10 doctors quit their job.
Okay.
But
That is a fake
because,
news.
exactly, that's a very big news. So don't base your assumptions. Don't try to make a guess on the market based on forecast.
Mhm.
Look at only the real news. And previous is the news, how the news acted in the past, right? Let's say we have a kind of news that goes into the market monthly, like unemployment rate in Europe. There's a news for that that shows us how many people lost their job in Europe. And it comes out every month.
Mhm.
That's the truth. It comes out every month for the last few years. And previous means how many people, let's say, lost their job now and how many did 1 month ago.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Previous and
Yeah.
actual.
Yeah. So
Okay.
in this case, if I should understand the 84, that is German ZEW economy. Let's
Okay.
say let's say 84 people gain, and
Exactly.
a month before they also gain 70.7, right?
Yep. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
so
Exactly. Exactly.
probably the following month will be 72. Am I correct?
Uh,
That is a forecast,
ag-
like what they expect.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. They predicted 72. It was 70, right? Last month.
Yeah. Yeah.
They predicted that it's going to be 72. It was actually 84.
Okay.
That's the time between the last month and this one.
Okay. So for instance, in Italy,
Hmm.
previously minus 0.8% production.
Okay.
So
Yep.
they predicted after the lockdown it was going to be 37.2. Yeah.
Yep.
And actually it happened 37.7. There's an increment.
Exactly. This time they were close.
Okay. Okay. I
This time
understand.
they were very close.
Okay. So you
If you
see the
don't,
previous was minus 0.8 because there was a lockdown.
mhm,
There were no production, much production. So it went minus 0.8.
yeah, you just did a prediction.
Okay.
What you did right now is called a prediction. You made
Okay.
yourself a prediction. You looked at the production from last month, and then let's say you didn't have these numbers. You
Okay.
didn't have them. They don't exist. And you see minus 0.8, and you think to yourself, okay, let's see what's going on. You stay with yourself and you think, okay, minus 0.8. That's because of COVID. Everything is
Yeah.
closed.
Yeah.
But I heard that next month we're gonna get the vaccines.
Okay.
How can I make money? What you do, because you have a prediction on your mind, you think that the production will go up because of the vaccines. You buy stocks in Italian companies that produce things,
Okay.
cars, shoes, clothes, anything, electronics. You
Wow.
buy some stocks, you buy shares. Let's use shares.
Mhm.
You buy 10 shares in each company, and then they go up by 40%.
Wow. You are pretty rich. You're just rich in a night.
Yeah, imagine you invested 100 euros randomly. You have 100 euros, you decide to not have a nice meal because a nice meal with your partner, with your wife, is going to cost around 40, 50 euros.
Yeah.
You decide, okay, let's invest it. I make a prediction. I think to myself, the production will go up. We're gonna get the vaccine, everything will be over.
Wow.
Let's buy shares in a company for 100 euros and it goes up with 40%. You just made yourself 40 euros out of nothing, out of thin air. Make sense?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. You can use this economic calendar for absolutely everything that you care about. You can use it for production, unemployment, cryptocurrency, anything. Every single news, it's affecting the market.
Yeah.
Yep. And these are all real news. You can see some news that will come up on the market. These already came up, right? They are on the market. But these ones are yet to come. 5 minutes, as you can see here. We didn't have a previous ever. 3 stars. You can click on that, read about it.
The short-term energy outlook still provides the U.S. energy information and market analysis for crude oil, petroleum products, and natural gas market, although its emphasis is on U.S. energy markets. The still also includes forecasts for certain international level. That means that there's going to be excess of production here.
That's very smart of you. That's very, very, very smart of you. There's going to be excess production. I already studied this with my colleagues from the analytical department. This news is going to be huge because basically it goes like this in our company. We have some people that work with us, right? People that invested with us because we have something called a mentorship program. Anyway, and on this news, we already have around 200 deals open.
Wow.
We are buying a lot of things right now because we know with a very high degree of confidence that they will go up. Basically, if I can tell you a secret about oil, let me share something because you just read this news. Let me give you some additional information about the news. We have crude oil and Brent oil. You know the difference between these two?
No.
Okay. Brent oil, whenever you see Brent, it's produced and mined and let's say, yeah, produced is the best word, all over the world besides the United States of America. So it can be oil from Italy, it can be oil from Saudi Arabia, it can be oil from Afghanistan, Iraq. It's only going to be Brent oil because of the oil reserves that are on the ground, in the ground actually, in Europe is going to be Brent. Crude oil, it's only in the United States. Whenever you see oil, it's the oil that's produced, manufactured, mined in the United States. Make sense?
So let me understand it well. Brent will be the natural one, let's say the raw oil.
Okay.
And the crude is when it is being manufactured. All right.
Yes and no. Brent, yes, it's also manufactured. It's also produced, but all over the world, but not the United States, right? Crude oil, it's the same, manufactured and produced, but only in the United States. Makes sense?
How is that possible? I don't get it.
Because the United States have a lot of oil. They don't have more oil than the Saudi Arabia, but it's easier for them to produce oil, to manufacture oil. They have a lot of manufacturing stations in America. Their crude oil, the American crude oil, has a more a higher quality than Brent.
Okay.
Because they have a way of making gasoline, making diesel out of oil much better than the rest of the world.
Okay.
We know how, it's not a secret, but the investment for the rest of the world to produce crude oil would be too much. We cannot make crude. Only the United States can make crude. We can make Brent.
Okay.
Which is also good. Don't imagine that it's a bad oil, but the crude oil is better.
Okay. Let's say
That's
crude oil
that
has a good quality.
exactly. It's a very good quality. That's when you're gonna see. Canada also uses crude.
Okay.
Whenever you're going to Canada, because I'm sure you will see
Hope
that
so.
your car,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you will trust. Your car in Canada will use less gasoline than in Europe
Okay.
because the quality is higher. It's
It's
a lot
very high.
higher.
Okay.
Yep, you're going to see the difference with your own eyes.
Mm.
If in Europe you use, I don't know, let's say 5 liters per 100 kilometers, in Canada you're gonna use around
Okay.
4.5, but definitely less than what you use in Europe for the same car, same road, same driver, same everything,
Mm-hmm.
because the quality of the oil is better. Anyway, why I showed you oil? We're gonna click on crude oil.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. The page is open right here,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna see that it's a very volatile commodity. You can see the
Commodity.
price is going up and down.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. During the pandemic, did you
Mm-hmm.
travel
No, everybody
anywhere?
was at home.
Exactly. So who do you think used oil? If planes were not being used,
No,
trains were not being
nobody used it. It was just there.
exactly. What do you think happened with the price of oil if no one
Went
used it?
down.
Exactly. Exactly. No one used it. So from what I can show you here on this graph is that the price of oil is just starting to come back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost $20 for 1 barrel. The oil is measured in barrels
Mm-hmm.
and this price is in dollars. In 2020, it was $19 and now it's 64, almost 64, 63.48.
Hmm.
Because as you can see, it's basic supply and demand
Mm-hmm.
for your field of work. Imagine this. You have 10 clients
Mm-hmm.
and they all want from you to design something for them, to make them a design on something. But there's the catch. In 1 month, you're going away for 1 year. You only have 1 month to choose a customer and to work with him.
Okay.
But 10 people want to work with you. What are you going to do with the price of your services if 10 people want to use your services?
Escalated.
Exactly. You're not going to just go to the first guy and be like, oh, okay, 500 euros and your product is done. No, you're going to tell him that 10 other people want the produce that you make, want your talent, want your work, and they will have to beat each other at that point.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the thing with supply and demand.
Okay.
The market is basic supply and demand. You don't have to overthink it, but that's about it. And if you look here, because I told you I'm going to tell you a little secret about oil. We enter the economic calendar. We go here where you choose the date. I clicked on the little calendar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go to the 6th of January. We're only going to see news from the 6th of January this year. We're going to scroll down. Let's see. And we're going to look for crude oil inventories. So I
Crude
can,
oil inventories. Yeah.
here we go. 3-star
Mm-hmm.
crude oil. So it's only affecting the USD, right?
Mm-hmm.
Green number, black number, black number. Little secret. Crude oil inventories come out every Wednesday.
Okay.
Every Wednesday of every week for the last 15 years. What the crude oil inventories tell us? How many barrels of oil have been sold in the world and
Okay.
how many of them were produced. Basically, the number you see here is the difference between how many they were produced and how many they were bought.
Okay. So in this case, 8,000, let's say 8 billion.
Mhm.
Then the produce actually says, how do I read it?
Okay, you read it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 8 million barrels of oil have been sold. What that means? We don't know how many barrels are in existence, right? We don't
Okay.
know. This number doesn't count the ones that we have in deposits
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know. We have no idea. Basically, a lot less barrels of oil have been produced and a lot more have been sold.
Okay.
So that's why you see minus 8 million. We produced, I don't know, let's say 1 million and we sold 8,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
because people, I don't know, really started using cars in January. To be honest with you, in January, I think we had the end of the first lockdown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Because people were resuming work. Yeah, 7th January.
Yeah, people started partying, traveling. You saw everybody using planes. The plane tickets were like 20 euros. But then, guess what? In 1 week, we all got COVID again because people didn't listen to the restrictions. And we had last month minus 6 million, then we have minus 8 million. What do you think happened with the price of oil? Because many people bought the barrels.
Wait, I'm a bit confused here. You told me when it is green, it becomes plus, but here it's minus.
It depends on the news.
Okay.
Imagine like this. How should I put this? You can only make 1,000 projects, right, per month. For your, I don't know, you're the god of media designers. You can make 1,000. I know that's a huge number. Maybe you can make 1, 2, I don't know. Depends on the project, I guess.
Yeah.
But let's say you can make 1,000. And by the end of the month, you can still make 936 projects. So
Okay.
that means a lot of people didn't want your work.
Project. Yeah.
But let's say by the end of the month, you can produce minus 300. That means 1,300 people wanted your work.
Yeah.
You worked so much, you're going into the next month with 300 other projects because you didn't have time to finish them.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. That's why you see minus here.
Okay.
Minus 8 million barrels have been sold and not so many were produced. The price skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Let me show you. Commodities, crude oil. We're gonna look straight at the price. We're going to use candlesticks. You know what candlesticks are?
Yeah.
Okay. Showing you the price in an easier way. We're gonna go to, let's see. Let's select a month, actually. It's gonna be, actually, let's select 1 day. Let's go for 1 year. July, let's go. Let's find here the 6th of January, right?
Yeah, that's last year.
Yeah, that's in 2020. Let's go to 2021. 6th. We can also use the 5th because people already were expecting for the news. You can see that the price went up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's select 1 year. As you can see what happened with the price from 2020 all the way up to
64.
Yeah, 2 days ago, because that's when that's the last reading basically on the graph, the last okay. And as you can see, the price went up a lot because people made a prediction. They were like, okay, we have minus 8 million barrels in existence, the ones that have been sold. We didn't produce so many, but a lot of people bought them, right? So what's going to happen with the price is going to go up. Here at the company where I work at, a lot of people had deals open on oil. They were able to make a profit in less than 3 months on oil. But don't imagine they were only investing in oil. No, they were having crypto, day trading. But we kept some oil just because we knew that is going to go up. What was that?
You knew it was going to go high.
Yeah, exactly. We made a long trade. Let's say for us, a long trade is more than 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was telling you about the fact that I'm going to show you some really interesting things. Okay. Okay. Now that the training is done, do you feel like you can make predictions for yourself on the market?
I should think so. For instance, with the Dogecoin, I heard Elon Musk was doing a program this Saturday.
Yeah, we can even we have Elon Musk right here.
Yeah, that is what came to mind. So maybe the Wednesday I could have bought a Dogecoin that was cheaper and then sold it when he was about to do the program, because the demand was coming and the prices were going up. So straight after,
Mhm.
it is going to go down. Am I right?
Well, it depends. It
Okay.
depends. It depends on two things. Yes, Dogecoin will go down right now because Elon told on SNL, he told the people that it's a hassle. It's a hassle to have Dogecoin.
Mm,
It's not a very good coin. From my personal opinion and what I can tell you from data that I've been studying, Dogecoin is not a real coin, right? It's not a real cryptocurrency
yeah.
per se.
Yeah.
It's a good way to make some money, but it's not something that will last, like Cardano or Bitcoin or Ethereum, right?
Okay. Okay.
Those are real coins. And when I say real coins, I mean that in the future, you will be able to buy things with them.
Okay.
Let's say you, Mr. Daniel, will go in 2 years.
Mhm.
You will travel to Bora Bora or to Fiji. Or no, wait, you're in Canada. You're going to travel to Hawaii because
Okay.
it's closer to you. And in Hawaii, you will be able to pay your stay. You're going to be able to pay your hotel room with Cardano, for example,
Yeah.
because it's going to have a real value. People will want it. As you saw, Elon Musk bought Bitcoin.
Okay.
Elon Musk bought Bitcoin, a lot of it, $1.6 billion worth of Bitcoin, because he wants the people to buy Teslas with Bitcoin.
Okay.
So the coin has a real value. That's when you get the price of the coin going up.
Okay.
Cryptocurrencies are a lot safer than real money, right?
Mhm.
And I don't think you know this. Do you know how much money do you think banks have? How much percentage of the money it's in a bank? The one
I
that people
I
deposit.
think the
Let's.
yeah.
How much do you think it is?
What they have in bank is smaller than what they have actually because they invest it in different things. I don't know if I'm right.
Exactly. No, no, no. You're very right. The banks invest your money in the market.
Yeah.
Banks always did that. They will always will because they are backed up by the government.
Mhm.
And in cash, banks have around 2% of the entire money that the bank has. 2% of that is in cash. The
Okay.
other 98% is traded on the market.
Wow.
So, yep, banks can go. It sounds a bit ironic, but they can go bankrupt.
Because it's risky.
Yep, it's riskier to keep your money in a bank than to keep it on stock in this crypto in your home. To be honest with you,
Mhm.
so I have some problems with my computer. I'm just going to put this here. I have to call the IT guy to take a look at my computer. Anyway, yeah, banks invest money. I'm not saying to get your money that you have in your bank, get them out as soon as possible. No, I'm not
No,
saying
no,
that.
no, no.
For a bank to go bankrupt and you to not receive your money is very rare. It only happened in China, I think 1 year ago. But that's because the CEO of the China bank was, sorry for my bad language, he was a retard.
Okay.
And he invested in a lot of really, really, really stupid things.
Okay.
You can read up on it. You can write in Google whenever you have the time, China bank bankrupt.
Okay.
And you're gonna find the news. Yeah, he was very stupid and he lost people's money. And here we are talking about almost $1 billion.
Wow.
Yeah, and everybody told him, he didn't listen, he lost the money. Anyway, this cannot happen in Europe, but the banks understood that they can make money by investing into the markets.
Okay.
Anyway, I wanted to show a very cool example. Um, I told you that a few years ago I started trading, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. When I started trading, the only crypto that we had was Bitcoin. That
Bitcoin.
was the only crypto that we had.
Mhm.
But we were making our money here where I'm working at on stocks.
Mhm.
And like I was telling you, my teacher, Tony Carter, told me about NEO, right? He came into
Mhm.
my office and he told me, look, Paul, I think you should be buying NEO. It was around here. It was $3.
Mhm.
And NIO, it's a company that makes electric cars in China.
Okay.
And to be honest, they were only selling them in China. So we didn't really care about the stock. Because, okay, the Chinese market is strong. But for them to keep the stock at around $3 for so many years, like for them it's a lot,
Mhm.
almost 2 years, I was not seeing any potential in the
Okay.
company. But because Mr. Tony Carter was more informed than I was, and I was just a beginner, and he's been trading for the last 15 years,
Mm-hmm.
um, he found the news, found some leaked information that one of the employees of NIO, instead of sending an email to his boss, he sent it to one of his friends by mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And in that email, it was saying that NIO, the company, is going to be open to Europe and America. They will start selling cars in Europe and America.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the real money is. And you can see what happened with the stock after a few months.
Yeah, 57.
Yeah, people found out, people bought, and they kept buying. And me, I bought 1,000 shares when it was $3,
Mm-hmm.
and I sold them at around 54.
Wow.
That was the first real money that I made. From then, since now, I kept finding good deals and slowly building my capital. But that was my very first very good deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was my very first good deal because we had the information. We have the same example with. Let me
You know,
open.
I can help you with activation.
I know, I know. The problem is not with the activate. Did I stop the share screen?
Yeah, you stopped it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I cannot share screen because I'm not a host. I'm not the host of the
Ah, how
meet.
possible?
Can you give it back
Yeah,
to me and then I give it back to you?
yeah.
Okay, okay. I wanted to show you something else. I wanted to click on new tab, but okay. Start sharing. Okay. And now let me make you the host again. Okay. Okay. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And it's not about the activation itself. It's more than the software that we have for security, right?
Now,
It's blocking
okay,
Windows.
okay,
Yeah, it's blocking the key that we used to activate because we have keys that we bought in bulk,
okay.
and the Windows is actually activated, strangely enough, but it kept saying that it cannot update and that it's not official because of that software, and we
Now,
have to fix it
I
today.
understand.
Okay.
I'm also using Binance anyway.
Are you using Binance?
Yeah, I'm using Binance.
Okay, and what did you buy on Binance?
I bought some Dogecoin, Bitcoin. Yeah.
I see.
I even bought VeChain.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if it is worth buying, but I just bought it. I don't know. Have no idea.
Yes. Sometimes you need to go by feel, right?
I bought it. I don't know because it was the cheapest and I bought it.
Yeah, maybe it's going to jump. Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe
Maybe it's going
you
to.
can predict it better than I do.
Yeah, ADA is very good. It had a huge jump. That's the most important thing. First and foremost,
Mm,
2020, the third month of 2020, it was 0.01. Right now it's $1.8.
wow.
That's not the most important part about the coin because okay, it jumped. Okay, awesome. This coin is has a very good build quality. Here I'm talking about transaction speed,
Okay.
security, and the number is limited. So it's not like other cryptocurrencies like Doge. Doge can produce 1 billion coins in one day.
Okay.
So are you familiar with inflation?
Not quite. Not quite. I'm not. Yeah, I
Okay.
have an idea, but I'm not. You have to explain it better, please.
Okay. Basically, inflation is whenever there is too much
Demand.
money in.
Mhm.
What was that? Sorry.
No, I was trying to help you. Say more demand than the production. Let's say
Yep,
more.
also that. And inflation, when talking about money, is when there is too much money in circulation in a country. Let me give you an example. Your salary, let's say, is 2,000 euros.
Yeah.
I become the president of Italy, and I decide to make, I don't know, 100 trillion euros. So
Mm-hmm.
I can make your salary 100 million euros a month.
Mm-hmm.
That's inflation right then, because you're gonna have 100 million euros each month, but you will not be able to use them. Make sense?
Why can't I use it?
You cannot use them because they will have no real value.
Value. Yeah. Okay.
It was kind of a bad example because we are part of the European Union. Imagine the same example in America,
Okay.
and everybody wins 100 million euros. So 100 million euros is nothing because the price of production of the goods will also go up.
Okay.
One can of soda will be, I don't know, $2 billion,
Okay.
because everybody has a lot of money and money loses value. The same thing happened, if you are passionate with history, happened in Germany after World War II.
Okay.
After Germany lost the war, they had so much money in circulation because they wanted to make more money, right? The German government was like, okay, people need money, we are poor, let's make money. And money didn't have a value. And they started using money to cover their walls in their homes,
Yeah.
right? It was cheaper for them to cover the walls with money than to buy paint. I swear, yeah. And paint was more expensive than to just, I don't know, get $100 bills and put them on your wall and cover entire homes with money, because money had no value. The same thing is happening with Doggy. If at one point Doggy decides they're gonna create 1 billion more coins, the value of one will go to, I don't know, underground.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why it's good for a cryptocurrency to have a limited number. Cardano, for example, if I'm not mistaken, there are only 10 million Cardano. They cannot be more than 10 million, they cannot be less than 10 million. So if people bought everything, every single one, the value would only go up because people will start to trade between them. They will start using crypto for companies and things like that. Make sense? Yeah, that's the thing with Cardano. I also managed to make some money on Cardano personally. I made around 6 digits, let's put it this way, and that's how I was able to afford my first apartment in London with Cardano. But then again, don't imagine that it was a magic trick. It was just the opportunity of the moment, combined with the news, and combined, the most important part, with somebody that was there to explain why it will go up, right? In my case, it was my boss, Mr. Tony Carter.
That I advised.
Yeah, he was basically, I'm a financial advisor. He's a senior financial advisor, and when I say senior, uh, I should say, I don't know, a dinosaur in trading. Senior, it's too less, because like I told you, he's been trading for 15 years. He's only doing this because he has. Can I tell you this story? Okay, he's only doing this. He's only still working here because he has a huge capital. I'm not talking about millions, but close to that.
Okay.
What he's doing, he's created a mentorship program.
Yeah.
He's choosing people each half a year, every 6 months, to give them trainings on investing, right? Me, personally, I don't do that. I only teach people and I keep a connection with people that someday they might want to start trading.
Okay.
But he is actually having this mentorship program. He's the leader of the mentorship program. He's choosing 6 people every 6 months, people that he knows that will understand, people that are smart, right? Teaching them how to trade. And I'm not going to lie to you, nothing is free in this world, right? He's taking 1% of profit
From Abbott. Yeah, from your trading.
whenever they close a position. You know what positions are?
Yeah.
Exactly. Whenever people are closing a position on profit, not on losing. If they close positions on losing, we don't gain anything. He doesn't gain anything. But if they close the position on profit, let's say even $10, he's going to take 1%.
Okay.
Don't think that he's
Let
looking
me
to.
ask this: is that the referral? Like Binance have a referral, so if I refer somebody, and when he closes, when he withdraws, you get a percentage. Is that one?
It's something similar, yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's
Okay.
something very similar to the referral.
Okay.
But more than that, he's taking the 1%, but he's giving people lessons almost weekly,
Okay.
every weekend for 6 months. He's sending them signals. He's having Skype discussions, Zoom discussions. They're exchanging WhatsApp. He's talking to people all day on phones, computers, everything. With some people he met in person. He had some coffees with them, and he's teaching them how to trade on commodities, indices, crypto, anything that they like, right? And
Okay.
everything that he thinks is going to make a profit. Like
Okay.
this was the perfect example here. And whenever they are closing positions for $500, $600 on profit, that's when he starts making money. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And uh, people basically attend this mentorship program. They enter whenever they can, and the entrance is free.
Okay.
But let me make myself understood. He wants to make money as well. The entrance is free in regards that the only thing that actually costs people to join his mentorship program is the minimum deposit on a platform that he chooses to work with, right? He's
Okay.
choosing the platforms with the lowest tax. He's changing platforms every year or two.
Okay.
And right now we're working with the platform U Markets, and we're working with the platform X Critical
Okay.
because they have some very, very, very low commissions. We are talking about cents. Whenever you're closing a deal, a few cents.
Okay.
And he's teaching people the first month, he's not even recommending people to open trades.
Okay.
He's teaching people how to, what the market is. He's showing them live trades, right? Not demo accounts or anything. He's showing them trades. He's explaining concepts, how to make predictions, what he thinks will boom in the next few days, few weeks. And after he feels that people really understood what trading is, he's taking them step by step to open transactions. He's watching the transactions himself, right?
Okay.
Basically, he doesn't have access to people's accounts. People's accounts are theirs only. But he has the deals. He can see them on his screen.
Okay.
Because, for example, let me give you an example. I know that you, Mr. Daniel, opened the trade here when Cardano was 131,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I can see that it reached 183, even though I cannot see your own transaction. I know from you that you opened it here. And when it's 180, let's say you're working that day or you are with your family, I send you a message telling you, look, if you close your position right now, you would look at a 100 euros profit. You have two options. Would you like to close it because you have to close it, or would you like to keep it open? And let's say then it reaches 175, right? I can see it myself that is going down. I'm gonna give you a call again. Look, Mr. Daniel, from my prediction, Cardano is going to reach 170 or 165. Right now, if you close your position, you'd have a profit of 80 euros. I would strongly recommend for you to close the position, for you not to lose money. Make sense?
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, that's what he's doing, and that's how he's making a profit. Usually, families join the project. We have two more spots open, and on the platform that we're working with, people usually invest 2,000, 3,000 euros, but the minimum deposit on which you can really make a nice profit after a few months is 500 euros. Sorry, $500. That's 400 and something euros. And that's basically the mentorship program that he's offering.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Daniel, what would you like to know more about the markets?
Um, You've made me very interesting, man. Honestly, I don't know, but you actually explained the trading aspect, the commodity stuff, but we never talked about crypto.
Okay, you want to know more about crypto?
Yeah, maybe pick something and let's talk about it. Just let's make a prediction on something and let me see and verify and see.
Okay, a prediction on something.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Let me
For
just, I
instance,
can,
if I'm to buy a crypto right now,
to buy a
which news is
crypto.
affecting which crypto, and will it go up, go down, anything? Let's say within 2 days.
Okay, we're talking about today's.
Yeah.
So let me see what's going to launch on Kraken. Kraken is the biggest coin trader besides Binance in Europe.
Okay.
And whenever a coin launches on Kraken, that's when it gets a lot of value. For example, this is when Cardano launched on Kraken until here,
Mm-hmm.
because many people got access to it.
Mm-hmm.
A losing prediction for you to make a sell position and also make money out of that is Doggy. Doggy will lose value. It's rebounding right now.
Yeah.
Basically, when it goes up, as you can see, that's the main rule. When something goes up, it must also come down.
Okay.
As you can see, up, down, up, down, up, and now we're expecting the rebound, the
Okay.
downfall. Yeah, as you can see, this red line that's slowly going up, it's going to, this is a prediction that is telling us when it's going to reach this point. So around here, it's going to drop. This is a very good time to buy.
This is the time
Person,
to buy the doggy.
no, this is Cardano.
Cardano. Okay, Cardano.
Yeah, yeah, Cardano is very good to buy when it's low. It's going to be low tomorrow. We might be looking at 160, 155,
How did you predicted it? How?
because that's on almost how much it started growing. As you can see, let me select day.
Okay.
So it's going to be easier to understand, right? We have today, yesterday, 2 days ago, right?
Yeah.
You can see the low was 162.
Yeah.
And then the low for this one, the candlesticks again, right? It was
Mm-hmm.
155.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened basically? It went up from here, from a few days ago to from 128
Mm-hmm.
all the way up to 168.
Okay.
And what did I tell you? When something goes up,
It will come down.
it always come down. You can look in the past, up, down,
Mm-hmm.
up, down, every single time. That's called a rebound.
Okay.
Because many people are buying. They see that the value is rising.
Mm-hmm.
To explain this simple psychology, you see that doggy starts one day at 0.30, right?
Yeah.
It gets in one day to 0.40. So that's 10 cents in one day. What you're going to do? Are you going to buy?
If I didn't get you.
If it goes up, doggy coin
No,
goes
I'm
up,
not going
but
to buy. No, I'm not going to buy.
when are you going to buy?
When it comes down.
Exactly. Because you know that will come down.
Yeah.
It goes up, many people are buying it. They are like, oh my God, look at doggy coin. It's going up again. It's not going to stop. It's going. And people are buying. They're investing, buying, buying, buying. But afterwards, when they see that it's not growing so much because people stopped buying it, it's going to go slowly down.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, oh, okay, it stopped at 0.65. It's not going to go up anymore. We will sell. And then people start selling.
Mm-hmm.
What happened here? It got to the maximum point, the historical high, 183,
Mm-hmm.
slowed down,
Mm-hmm.
and it started losing value. It slowed down, people start selling. And whenever people see that it's starting to go down, they will sell.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it lost almost 20 cents in one day.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That that with crypto is the first lesson in the
Okay.
mentorship.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Mr. Tony Carter also likes crypto a lot. He made some really nice money this year out of cryptocurrency. Anyway, on what crypto would you like us to talk about?
Let's talk about VeChain.
VeChain?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, tell me, what do you know about VeChain?
Like I said, I have no idea. I just bought it because it was low. It was like 20 cent, 20 cent, 20 cent. Yeah. Now
Okay.
it's 17 cents. I should think so. So I've lost, let's say.
I see it had a very nice growth. Let's look at 1 month.
Yeah.
So it had 6.02%. Let's see.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're looking now at 200 and something percent at the all-time high, which
Yeah.
is huge. That would mean 200% of your investment on the spot.
Mhm.
Okay. VeChain, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that's being made whenever there are transactions made on different cryptocurrencies. So whenever you're trading with different cryptocurrencies, VeChain is produced.
Okay.
That's how it's made. For example, Binance Coin.
Mhm.
Binance Coin is the same thing. Whenever people are buying or selling crypto on Binance, Binance Coin is created. Basically the taxes
Okay.
that you have to pay
So
go into Binance Coin.
the more people are trading on Binance, the more Binance coin goes up.
Exactly. Every single cryptocurrency has a catch.
Okay.
Every single one is different in a way.
So for instance, if I should have traded in Binance coin, let's say on the on that Saturday when Dogecoin was going up,
Mhm.
automatically Binance was going up
Exactly.
because people were
That's
buying it.
exactly. And if you want to look at the bigger picture, there's something called the umbrella effect. Basically, umbrella effect. It's in regards to Bitcoin. Imagine when you open an umbrella, right?
Okay.
You
Okay.
have the highest point of the umbrella, and afterwards you have some little metal wires going down, right, creating
Mhm.
the umbrella itself.
Mhm.
That's the Bitcoin. The top is the Bitcoin. When the Bitcoin is
Okay.
going up, all of the other wires, all of the other cryptocurrencies are also going up.
Okay.
But when Bitcoin goes down, that's how the other cryptocurrencies are also going down. That's the umbrella effect. Basically, whenever people see that Bitcoin is going up, they
Mhm.
also buy the other cryptos.
Okay.
And whenever they see that Bitcoin is going down, they think, oh, okay, the market is crashing again, and they sell.
Hmm.
That's how the umbrella effect works. So if you want to make some predictions for yourself, watch Bitcoin.
Hmm.
Trust me. If you see Bitcoin dropping $10,000 in one day from its value, buy a small crypto.
If it is dropping, I buy crypto.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be a very low price.
Okay.
And then up, down, up, down. That's volatility. Volatility means sudden change in prices.
So when it is coming up, I sell them.
Exactly. That's called here in the mentorship is called guarantee profit. Let's say, because it sounds strange, right? Guarantee
Mhm.
profit. How
Mhm.
can you guarantee something that's not sure, right?
Mhm.
Well, let's say you buy it here. Mr. Daniel, you join the mentorship, let's say with your wife, right? Because maybe she wants to learn more.
Yeah.
And you two have one account which has a position open on VeChain.
Mhm.
And you buy it at, let's say 88, because it's easier than just saying all the zeros.
Mhm.
88, it gets to here, let's look at the high historic, to 475.
Mhm.
And then it's starting to slowly go down. And you sell it at 300, let's say. I don't know, let's even
Mhm.
go to 250.
Yeah.
Here, this difference between here, sell, and buy from here, that's the guaranteed profit.
Okay.
Here at the company, Mr. Tony Carter has this kind of philosophy for guaranteed profit. You don't care that it lost 200
Yeah. From top.
from top, because you bought it at nothing, right? At 80, and
Mm.
you're selling it at almost 300. So that's called guaranteed profit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. This mentorship is very interesting because you get to learn things, right? You only need an active account, and the lessons are very very important. And to have somebody to explain them to you, like I did right now. Imagine somebody that calls you weekly whenever you decide you have some free time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not somebody, Mr. Tony, calling you and explaining you what's going on in the market, giving you the rundown on the news, telling you what he saw that is happening in the market, and advising you to open positions.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. 10 minutes discussion. You go into your account, you open the positions, you start making profit. He also watches your positions. He explains you what you opened, why you opened, when you should be closing them,
Mm-hmm.
and you make a nice profit. You
Of
start
course.
slowly. Let's say first month you learn. Like I told you, first month we don't recommend anyone to open positions.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important. With crypto, it's okay. What you did, it's an investment. I don't think you imagine that you're going to become a millionaire of Dogecoin, right?
No, not really. No, no, no.
No, you just wanted to have some fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's going to happen. Maybe it's going to reach $10, and you're gonna have a lot of money. But it's nice to have fun. It's nice to try new things. But with the minimum deposit here with 500, it's not so good to play, right? Because that's real money.
Mm-hmm.
500 is not 30 euros.
No, no.
$500, it's a lot of money,
Yeah.
and we know this. And he's not advising people to open any trades in the first month. They can do whatever they want with their money. Of course, they can gamble all of it in the first second. But he's not advising them to open deals. He's advising them to listen and to learn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And only after around 3 weeks, 4 weeks, he's actually opening trades. And after the first, let's say, 3 months, uh, usually 99.95% of the cases, the initial investment is a profit, right?
Okay.
After the first 2.5 months. So you're looking at your balance, right? To
Yeah.
explain it easier to you, you have $500 in your account. After around 2 months, you will be looking at $1,000 in your account, which
Okay.
at that point, Mr. Tony Carter usually asks people, um, what do you want to do? You want to get your $500 that you invested previously withdrawn, or do you want to keep learning, investing, right? Because people usually withdraw their first $500. Maybe they need the money, right? But
Yeah.
afterwards, because they understood what they are doing and are able to open trades and they're still working with Mr. Tony, that's when he starts making money after the first 2 months, 2 months and a half.
Okay.
Afterwards, you might be looking at 1,000 euros a month. If the market is as crazy as it is now, you might be looking at more. After 6 months, you start achieving your dreams.
Wow.
To be honest with you, you don't become a millionaire overnight, and no one's going to promise you here that you're going to become a millionaire by joining the mentorship, right?
Of course.
But you will start learning, and after 6 months, you might be looking at changing your car.
Mm.
After 1 year, you might be looking at buying a new home. And I'm not saying 15 bedroom apartment, right?
Of course, you need to start from somewhere.
Yeah, we're taking it easy. 2 rooms apartment. After 1 more year, you're gonna sell your apartment. You're gonna buy a 4 room,
Mm-hmm.
right? But slowly and by trading. I think you wondered how people around you, let's say in Italy, are driving right now during the pandemic expensive cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how are they able to afford? Maybe you see them on Facebook or Instagram, affording nice vacations and nice things.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, most of the people are trading. Most of them are gamblers. They lose all their money after a few months. But some of them that are really smart about it and take it slow, step by step, being committed, right, and learning, they get in a point like, to be honest, like me and my colleagues, to make a better living by trading than by working.
Understand? Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Okay. What else? Anyway, we're gonna keep in contact over Zoom, Skype, emails. You have my personal Skype account, and
Mm.
I would be more than happy to offer you additional information every day.
Yeah. May I ask something? So to you,
Please.
just just a free prediction for me. Do you think keeping the Dogecoin now is better, or I should wait and sell it? I don't know. What would you say on
How much
Dogecoin?
money do you have invested in Dogecoin?
I probably I invest a little, like 60 that say 60 euros.
60 euros.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep it. Free
Okay.
prediction. Keep it. Don't sell it. Something might happen with Doggy. To tell you a secret, the Mars project, the Mars project that Elon Musk is
Yeah,
trying to do
he's
to
talking about.
colonize Mars.
Yeah.
He said something in an interview yesterday. He told people that he wants to invest the whole project to pay the entire project out of Dogecoin.
Okay.
Yeah, because he has a lot of them. He has millions of Dogecoin,
Mm-hmm.
and he told people that he thinks it's going to become a real coin in the future, and he wants to pay the entire project by Dogecoin.
Mm.
So keep it. That one, keep it. The other investments, I'm not so sure.
The,
But Doggy
what of the V chain?
VeChain, I don't know. Do you have more than 20 euros invested into it?
I actually invested 20 euros, but now it has flopped to 16 cents. I just checked it, and it's like 16. I should have bought it right now.
Keep it. Keep it. When you're not talking about a lot of money, keep it. Because it's if you need the money, just withdraw it, right? But if you
I don't
don't need
need it.
that,
I don't really need it. I just want to know if I'm gonna if there can be something popping up, like if I could do something with it later.
right now, no. Right now, you cannot do anything with it. Maybe in a year, let's say.
Okay. So what of
Bec-
Cardano? I can buy Cardano right now. So
Cardano is going to slowly start
oh,
raising, but very slowly. We're looking at least 2 3 years. What I can recommend to you
mm-hmm.
is to learn more about forex, changing
Okay.
currencies, buying euros with dollars, selling dollars for Great British pounds and things like that.
Okay.
Learn more about forex. Basically, learn stocks. Some
Well,
stocks are very
will I get all this information in the book?
in the mentorship.
Yeah, in the book I downloaded.
In the book it's only teaching you how to start trading slowly, right? It's not giving you all of this information because behind the mentorship program that I was telling you about, the predictions, there's a team of analysts,
Okay.
right, that are making these kind of predictions. And trust me, it would be my pleasure to give them to you, but I do not know them because we get them every like hour,
Okay.
right? The predictions for last hour, I can tell you Ethereum to go up, but one Ethereum is $4,000. So I don't know if that interests you.
Mm.
Many people that are in the mentorship bought Ethereum because they were able to afford to afford a few coins. It went up from 2,000 and something dollars to 4,000 in less than 2 weeks. That's doubling the money.
Yeah.
So Ethereum would be one of them. What else? Oil. Well, oil will go up, but again, one barrel is $60. That's why the minimum deposit is 500, right? So they can
Yeah.
open more deals.
Okay.
USD, the dollar will go to hell. It's going to go down so much because the unemployment rate in America went up by 800,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very good sell
So
position on.
I can buy dollars.
That would be also a good idea, yeah.
Let me ask, what is the difference between dollars and USDT?
Well, USDT is used on transaction in crypto. It has a fixed value.
Okay.
Yeah, it has a fixed value. It never fluctuates.
Where do I buy the dollars? Can I buy it on on Binance?
On Binance, you cannot make trades on
Okay.
Forex. That's called the Forex. It has some, not many, but they are very, very expensive.
So
The commissions.
where can I buy them?
Well, to be honest with you, you can do it on plenty of platforms. The best one would be the one that we're working with. And I'm being very honest right now because of the commissions. The commissions are, like I told you, we're changing platforms from year to year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because some of them get greedier and they charge bigger commissions.
Yeah.
From what I can recommend, if you, let me ask you something else.
Mm-hmm.
Do you plan on starting to trade and learning? And because you asked me some good investments. From what I understand from you, you want to start trading, right?
Yeah, I want to get into much detail. Yeah, I need more information before I can even start. But I'm very much interested, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It's very good that you're decided on starting. I had somebody a few months called Miss Garcia, and I spoke with her like I'm speaking with you,
Mm-hmm.
and she was so scared to start trading. Right? She didn't have a lot of money, and for her, the $500, 430 euros, if I'm not mistaken, was a lot, right? Like it is for everybody. And I made a bet with Miss Garcia. We spoke on Skype, and I made this bet with her. I told her, look, enter the mentorship, learn. If you don't like it, I'm gonna personally talk with the financial department to give you the money back, to withdraw the money in less than 2 minutes, right? Because usually it takes like a few hours, depending on the bank. But if I talk to the financial, she can withdraw in a few seconds. I told her this. I told her, look, if you don't like it, just try it a few sessions with Mr. Tony. If you don't like it, I'm gonna give you the money in 2 seconds. But if you like it, in 6 months, she wanted a BMW, right? A car. I told her in 6 months you'll be able to buy your car. But if you're able to buy your car, I want to choose the color. The color of the, and she told me, no, you're crazy. You're just joking. And I was like, no, 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 no. Look, if you like the mentorship and you stay in the mentorship, I get to choose the color of your car. She bought that BMW. It was not very expensive. It was 5,000, 6,000 euros. The BMW X1. That's what she wanted. I don't know. She bought it secondhand. She didn't want to wait anymore. And I told her, okay, I get to choose the color. And I chose the brightest red I could find in that in the dealership because she called me on WhatsApp with a screen share. Yeah. So that was the thing. Sometimes you need to take a leap of faith, but most important than that is to understand what you're doing. You can make money off stocks, you can make money from crypto, you can make money from Forex. Things are changing fast. And opportunities like NIO, like I showed you, the electric car,
Yeah.
those appear rarely, but they do appear. Opportunities like Cardano as well. They don't appear every day, but they are still here. Maybe some of them are even here on the market under our eyes right now. Some opportunities made people go from 1,000 euros to 100,000 euros in 1 month.
Yeah.
It's rare, but it happens. As you saw, 1,000% growth is nothing in today's market.
Yeah.
That's absolutely nothing. Personal opinion, I'm not trying to push you or anything, but if you wanna start trading, personal advice from me, take it with you can take it with trust from somebody who joined it, somebody who was here, me.
Okay.
The best thing for you would be to join the mentorship program with your wife.
How much do I start with that one?
What was that?
How do I start the mentorship training? How much do I have to start with? I mean,
Well,
the fee.
For families, right? Because you told me that you have a wife which would be interested, and I really like your attitude. I can also refuse people, by the way, people that want to join the mentor. I refuse to people today. People that want to join the mentorship, I told you the spots are limited for Mr. Tony. He cannot focus on more than 6 people every 6 months.
Okay.
To teach them, because it takes a lot of time. Don't imagine that he's giving homeworks. No, because people have real jobs, right? They cannot spend 12 hours in front of their computers. But for them to learn, he can only focus on 6 people. And 2 of the people that I spoke with today were gamblers. They wanted to join the mentorship with 500, and they told me in the first hour that they opened positions. You know what I did? I asked them very nicely to close the positions because I saw they lost money. They kept losing $10, $12, $14.
And they are not listening.
They refused. They refused to close the position. They told me it's my money. I do whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. And I told them, yes, you do whatever you want with your money. It's your account. The minimum deposit is $500, right? They deposited the 500 and they started trade. I told them, look, I'm sorry, but do you still want to join the mentorship? I cannot allow you to join the mentorship if you want to gamble your money, if you want to lose $500. We don't want people here to lose money. We want people to make money so we can make money. Make sense? The 1% that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And they became very rude and they refused. What I did was me speaking with the financial department, closing their account, and me personally giving them the $500 back. I made a direct wire transaction. Their money should be getting to them back in 1 day. They already lost the money. They lost some money off of that. But I told them, look, I don't care how much you lost. I'm going to give you your initial deposit back. You deposited $500. I'm going to give it back myself. Don't worry. They kept telling me, oh, but I lost 100. I don't care. You lost some money. It's okay. I'm going to give you the money back, but don't join the mentorship.
That's all.
Right?
Yeah.
And yeah, people are gamblers. People want to gamble, but we're not about that here. Tony Carter especially is not about gambling here. If people lose, he's not making money. And for families, we have joint accounts. Basically, families can join together, right? Brother and sister, or husband and wife, they can join together the mentorship with only one account, with a minimum deposit.
Okay.
And whenever they join together, they can attend the classes together. Tony Carter can speak with both of you, right? Not at the same time. He can send you messages or your wife messages on Signals. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That something will go up. And whenever somebody is free, one of you, they can log in on the account. They can open some positions or close them, right? That's the offer that we have for families. They can join together for one account. We don't imagine people to you open an account and your wife one account. It's doesn't make sense for us, right? Yeah. So that would be the mentorship. Again, UMarkets, the platform that we work with, and the one that we are associated with, works with Visa, MasterCard, Maestro. We do not allow deposits with crypto, very rarely, because crypto is not very secure, right?
Yeah.
Usually companies that are not really respecting the law allow crypto on financial markets. We could have the option to allow that, but we do not want to do that. We allow Visa, Maestro, MasterCard, international banks of Europe, direct wire transfer, or token Nexus. That Nexus is for online payments. It's a different story. The best way would be with credit card. You basically activate the account. You have an active account. You join the mentorship.
Yeah.
You have your balance, right? And let's say you join the mentorship for 1 month or 2 months. You don't want to open any trades. You tell Mr. Carter, look, I'm not feeling that I want to open trades. I want to keep my $500 intact, right? There's no problem. We cannot force you to open trades. And after 2 months, let's say you don't like the mentorship, right? Because it happens. It happened in the past. People were busy or something happened. I don't know. Maybe they had to be somewhere. What you can do is withdraw the $500, right? Because that's your money. Again, we have no access to accounts. You withdraw your money, you quit the mentorship program, you just send Tony Carter a message, you tell him, oh, look, I have some personal things to do. It was a pleasure, or it was not a pleasure, and bye-bye. That's about it, right? But I
Yeah.
guarantee you, people, we had 2 people quit the mentorship program because of personal issues. People, after they see how much money can be made by understanding what they are doing, do not quit.
Hmm.
We had people staying here for over 1 year, right? No one's kicking you out after 6 months. If you still want to learn more, there's no problem. They keep talking with Mr. Carter almost every day. We have people that call us with video call.
Mhm.
We had one crazy, we still have him, Mr. Yusuf from Turkey. He's crazy. He's calling us with video call in the middle of the day when we are working. And he has a floral shirt all the time, and he's so happy. He made a lot. He made some really nice profits. Let's put it this way. And we also always spoke with him, right? Even though he finished the mentorship like 1 year ago. No problem. No one's telling people to go away or things like that. After 6 months, we don't charge that 1% profit.
Yeah, I understand now. So to start the mentorship, you need $500, right?
Yes, you need to basically to activate the account, to have an active account.
Hmm.
And afterwards, that's your money. Whenever you're joining.
So let's say within the mentorship, your
Okay.
500 euro can start producing actually. If I'm given a sign to start maybe
410 euros to be more exact.
yeah, I mean can I start operating with it within the time I'm doing the mentorship?
You're talking about the profit or the balance?
Yeah,
itself?
the profits. I mean, can I start working with the profit, like with the 500 to open?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, of course, that's your money. You can open any position that you want, and you can also work with the profit.
Okay,
Let's say
so
you made
no. Okay, so you give me the sign that I should open a position, and I open, I close, I open, I close, right?
Usually, there's more than signals. To be very honest with you, signals, yeah, you can get them from anywhere. But what Mr. Carter is doing, he's giving you a call. If you are free, of course. He's not calling you when you are
what I was
working.
trying to say is Mr. Tony will give me a signal that I should open a position, and I open, then later he tells me close it. So by the time the 1 month lasts, instead of $500, it can be 700,000, right?
A few $100 profit.
Yeah, maybe 500 will be 550 or 600.
Usually, monthly, we're looking at a 30% profit.
Okay.
That's our number. I'm not gonna lie to you. We had months when people made 100% profit.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the 500 here.
No, what I was trying to say is what I was trying to say is if I start the mentorship, I can even work within. Not that I'm going to wait till the mentorship before I start using it, opening position.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. It's your money, and you can do. We don't even have access to accounts. We cannot see your balance. But if you he gives you a signal, right?
Yeah.
But let's say he doesn't give you a signal on something that really interests you, something crazy. I don't know. We tell you that it's a bad idea, and you still want to do it because I don't know. It happens, right?
Yeah.
No one's going to say like, oh, look, you're kicked from the mentorship. We're gonna give your money back. No, that's crazy. You just open the position. No one's gonna ask you about your money, right? Because that's your money. We only going to ask you about your money if, let's say, in the first month of $500, you lose $500.
Okay.
That's when it's a bit fishy, right? That's when we're gonna step in. We're gonna ask you, look, how can you tell us how much money you still have on your account? And if the answer is 0, that's some very bad news, because at that point you have 2 options. You either put more money in, which you're most likely to lose, because if you keep opening positions by yourself, you're going to lose the money. And we do not want that, because look at it like this. What do we win? You lose money. We don't make money. We take 1% of profit, not on lose. If you close a position with minus $20, we don't gain anything.
Okay.
We only gain when you close a position with plus.
Plus, yeah.
Exactly. and you lose everything. We don't gain anything and you lost your money. I don't sit in my bed or I don't go home being happier that you lost money. No, no,
Mhm.
no. But by contrary, you have a wife, maybe you have a family. I think it's too personal to ask you if you have kids, right? I didn't
Yeah,
want
I
to.
do. I do. I do.
God bless them.
Mhm.
Um, I don't feel happy for you to lose money, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not happy. I'm not going home. Yay! I made Mr. Daniel lose money. Yay! What a good day. No, no, that's the stupid. I believe in karma,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. I believe in karma, and if I make you lose money, I'm gonna lose money down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. We want people that are committed, and I can choose people to, if they want, of course, to join the mentorship. I can say yes or no.
Okay.
For you, trust me, because I usually do this kind of presentations for 10 minutes.
Yeah. We are
We
almost more than an hour.
I
That's
know
good. Yeah.
that's because I really enjoyed your presence. I feel like you're smart. I feel like you understand,
Mm.
and the most important part, I feel that you want to learn.
Yeah, you really want to learn. Like I said, this thing has been a coincidence. I have no idea of trading, none idea, but I've been reading. Let's say I started like just a month, and I try to find anything that I can get my hands on and read, just to get closer, understand more and more. Honestly, I have a friend that advises me. he- well, we are now talking about only cryptos and stuff, and he gives me signal. He has given me links to grab free cryptos and stuff like that. So I'm just getting into it, learning every day. So when I saw that PDF, I said, let me download this and read and see what
Mhm.
I can get to my knowledge. I'm I'm an artist, but I do want to learn everything, all the four corners of the world.
And yeah, that's very good. That's very good that you did all of these things. And more than learning, the final goal of trading, you know, as the final real goal of trading, right? Making money.
Yeah, yeah, of course, I need to make money because I
Yeah,
have a lot of ambitions, and I don't achieve it, because like I said, I lost my work like 1 year now.
mhm,
I quit my job actually because I was going to Canada, and it's a year that we've been in lockdown. I'm not working here, I'm not going there, and I have not on me. So you see, I have only my time to get knowledge. I
I know,
actually have only my time to get knowledge, and that's what I'm doing now. Yeah.
I know.
So everything is
Uh,
gone.
you
Everything.
want more, you have goals. I understand you perfectly. And I think you saw that working a normal job from 9 to 5 doesn't really fulfill your dreams, right?
Of course, I know. Of course, I know.
Maybe you want to travel with your family in 1 year after the quarantine is done.
Mm-hmm.
Here right now, and the market is the most volatile it has ever been in the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
You want to travel with your family to, I don't know, Fiji, Bora
Mm-hmm.
Bora. You pick a location, Switzerland,
Mm-hmm.
and you see that is going to cost you around 4,000 euros. With
Mm-hmm.
4,000 euros, you can live, I don't know what, 4 months, 5 months, you can pay rent, you can bring food on the table, and you think to yourself, okay, if I spend this money, I will not have money for food, for rent,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
my car, for gas, for kids. And that's hard because you want to offer those things to your family.
Mm-hmm.
I am in the same position. I don't have kids. I wish to have kids. I'm married. I'm married for 5 years. But when I first got married, trust me, I was going out with a miss once a month, eating in the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to take her out. You cannot just keep her
Yes,
inside the home
yes, yeah.
because you feel it's not like she's telling you something, but you
No,
feel
it's
bad.
boring. Yeah, you need to. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted more, right? And to be honest with you, that's why I got my master's degree in economics, and I
Mm-hmm.
could have been a teacher. I could have been everything, but I chose to work with the market. And for me personally, if you care about my experience, it brought financial freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to, after 1 year of trading, actually, I'm not going to say that I traded for 1 month and I'm a millionaire. No,
No, no, no. Of course.
after 1 year, I
There'll
didn't
be
have to
loses,
worry.
There'll be loses, there'll be wins somewhere. That's not a problem.
Exactly. I right now a few years actually a few years ago it was harder to make money on the market because there were growths. It was going up by 0.1%,
Mm-hmm.
0.2%. Let's look now here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Bitcoin with all of the other cryptos. Look at anything that might interest you. We can change. We can choose. Let me show you something else. Not Binance. Let me show you this.
Mm-hmm.
The changes in cryptocurrencies. For example, I'm just giving you an example. Don't forget about the stocks and
Mm-hmm.
and all of the things like that that are also growing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
These are the 24-hour changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's slow. Right now it's very slow. It's a slow day.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to select, I don't know, let's take a coin which we know that has potential. And let's select all time. It started at $37 and it got to, let's see the latest price, 351.
Wow. Which one is that?
That's Bitcoin SV. That's again Bitcoin services. It's used for big companies. Big companies only use this because it's a bit more safe. You can also buy it if you're not a company.
So I can buy this one. Is it going to go up?
Slowly but surely, yeah. We have a lot of
What of Ethereum? Because my friend told me to consider Ethereum, but I never bought it.
well, to be honest, Ethereum already had its growth.
Hmm.
Let's search it here. Ethereum already had its growth and now it's starting to rebound. It's starting to rebound slowly because, like I told you, everything that goes up must come down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and right now it's still going down. We don't know how much. Ethereum we invested when it was around with other people that joined the mentorship. We invested when it was around 2000.
Okay.
When it was $2,000, people that had the balance on their account, we sent that's called the golden signal. The golden signal was sent by Tony Carter. He called all of his students, let's put it this way, and he asked them, look, if you have balance on your account, if you have more than $2,000, buy Ethereum.
Okay.
And he explained like for 1 hour to each of them why they should buy, what will happen with Ethereum, because it joined some companies, the Ethereum, it was a bit more complicated. And they took a decision on the spot, the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that all of them bought at least one Ethereum, and they sold it. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that they sold it at 3,400. No, they sold it at around 3,000.
Yeah.
But this is on the 26th of April.
Mm-hmm.
This is 15 days ago. They bought it here on the 25th.
Okay.
And right now we are in the 11th. So it's how much? 25th, 11, 16 days. That's a bit more than 2 weeks. $1,000 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's quite some money.
That's what I am saying. Opportunities. You can look at a guaranteed 30% profit during the mentorship month. The 30% is guaranteed. I explained to you how guaranteed profit works. But with huge opportunities like this, they can appear. They can be huge opportunities. Imagine you had $10,000 in your account and you bought 5 coins. You made a profit of $5,000 in 16 days. $5,000 can buy you a decent car.
Of course, of course.
This is what I'm saying. Opportunities are here. The market is volatile. You're an artist. Did you hear about NFTs?
Did I hear of?
NFTs. NFT.
NFT, no. What should that be?
The non-fungible token is, to make it simpler, it's selling art online.
Okay.
NFTs, let me show you. basically it's you can look at the prices of art, of pieces of art, of NFTs that have been sold on the market lately, right? Because NFT is a new thing. Basically what artists are doing, and here we are talking about people that are designing on their computer
Okay.
in Photoshop, PixArt, Picasso, anything, Adobe Lightroom, whatever you want. They're designing on the computer, they're making works of art, and they're selling them to one people only. Somebody buys them and they have full ownership over that piece of art.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And the value goes up. This was the first one. They're a bit strange, trust me, but you can make money off of NFTs. You can make money out of almost everything right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we had people that bought NFTs. They bought like 100 NFTs when they were $1, and some of them even got to $50 each. Yeah, you can make money out of everything in this day and age. You just need somebody to explain
Coach.
them to you.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Daniel,
Yeah.
I don't want to, let's say, push you. I don't want a decision for you. I am just giving you my honest opinion. I just want to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Does 410 euros sound a lot to you, the price of the mentorship?
Not really, not really. No, no. In fact, I'm much interested, but I would I don't know. I would when does it start?
Look, this kind of details, I want you to speak with Mr. Tony. That was the point that I wanted to get across. I do not want to ask you to spend 410 euros and
Mhm.
work with somebody you didn't meet. The discussion with Mr. Tony might take just 10 minutes.
Mhm.
And I can put you in contact with him. Firstly have to check if he's in a meeting right now. But his time means money. But if he's not in a meeting, I can get you in contact with him.
Okay.
What I want to tell you
Mhm.
is, trust me on something. We can even make a bet out of this.
Mhm.
If you don't like the mentorship after the first month, right?
Mhm.
You talk with Mr. Tony. You get some hours when you will be free, so he can call you or he can send you messages. Maybe you don't want to talk on your phone. That's completely normal.
Maybe
He's
we'll,
going to send you messages, right?
yeah.
And if after
Mhm.
1 month, you don't like it, you think to yourself, okay, this is not for me. I don't like Mr. Tony, or I don't like what he's teaching me.
Mhm.
Withdraw your money. Withdraw the 410 euros, put them in your bank, invest them however you want, and forget about the mentorship. There's no commission on withdraw or on the deposit on our on the webpage. Okay? Visa
Okay.
doesn't have a commission. Mastercard, Maestro, they don't have a commission. Just withdraw the money. That's the thing I want to ask from you. But if after 6 months
Yeah.
or when the quarantine ends, you get to go on a holiday with your family, the one that you always dreamed about, make sure to send me photos on Skype. What do you think about that? With you, only with you, photos with you.
That's perfect.
You want to make this bet with me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get you in contact with Mr. Tony. What do you think about that?
No problem. But let me be honest. I can't get this 400 for now. Maybe I will work things around, and maybe in some time I will do it. I'm very much interested. Trust me.
Okay,
Very much interested. I spent the whole day wanted to listen to everything, and listen.
I'm
Let
so
me tell
glad to
you,
hear that.
even the knowledge you've given to me, like I was saying, I have a friend that is giving me signals like you're saying, and he would just tell me press there, press this, press, and sometimes I even get confused. Um,
Hmm.
he made me download a lot of software like the Storm Gain, the Binance, everything, and he would tell me do this, do that, do this, and I don't even have a knowledge about it. I was so confused. But you telling me this, like today, you've enlightened me even more than he has been doing. Yeah, I can even guess now as you explain a little to me. I can even predict something well, I can't predict like you are doing, but I can imagine predicting. I can have an idea of how the prediction goes.
I'm so
And
glad to hear that.
I'm very much interested. Trust me, I'm very much interested. But I can't provide this for 500 easily like that now, because I'm
I
out
know.
of job for quite some time. But I'm trying
I
to
know.
gather things together, and trust me, we'll join this. Trust me, I'll join it. So let's keep in contact. When the money is ready, I will just tell you my money is ready. Let's start.
Okay, I understand that perfectly, and I told you I'm not looking to push, and Mr.
Yeah.
Tony is not looking to push you either. Everything that I learned, I know from him. And whenever you're taking a decision, because you told me you really want to do this, right?
Yeah.
It's better to have all of the information first.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I like to work, right? Because like I told you, I want to go home, lay in my bed, and be calm, right? I want to be quiet. I don't want to think about other things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that I think, in my opinion, my personal opinion, would be the best thing not to take a decision now,
Mm-hmm.
but just to have more information about this mentorship from Mr. Tony himself. What do you think about that?
No, I'm
And
cool. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
okay, trust me, he's quite an individual. Let me just tell you that.
No, look,
He's a very
I'm
nice
very
man.
cool. I'm very cool. I actually, if I have it, I will just start it today. But I don't want to like say I'm ready, but I don't have the money.
No, no,
That's
no, no, no.
the problem.
I
Yeah,
understand that perfectly.
yeah. But
Trust me.
I'm very
I
much interested. I'm very much interested. I want to even start now as I'm speaking. You know, I've had a lot of calls with forex, blah blah blah. A lot of people calling, but when I had you, I don't know. Like I'm saying, this whole month has been a coincidence. Things popping up like that, and
Mhm.
just linking to the other and stuff like that. Because I started all these things and getting links and people linking me to there to that. Finally, I spoke to you for 2 years. You've given me a massive knowledge I never even thought of,
Mhm.
and I think it's a plus. Yeah, trust me, I'm
Okay.
very much happy. I'm very very much happy.
I'm very glad to hear that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to get in contact with Mr. Tony for just 5 minutes. Is
Okay,
that okay with you? No
okay,
decision. Again, no decision.
okay.
One more thing. I don't want to hold you here because maybe you want to spend some time with your family. That's the most important thing, right? Spending times with the ones you love, not sitting on the phone. The markets can wait. But just give me 5 minutes. So actually, give Mr. Tony 5 minutes so he can just tell you some more things about the mentorship. So you have
All
every
right.
single piece of
You
information,
have to,
and that's it.
you have to
And
take a
we're gonna
pen.
keep in contact
Yeah, let me take
on
a
Skype.
pen and note something down.
Okay. I'm gonna stop the share. Mr. Daniel,
Yeah, yeah.
are you still here?
Mm-hmm.
You're still noting down something?
No, no, no. What I said is I'm picking a pen. Maybe when I'm talking to him, I'll note something down.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I was thinking you're
I'm
noting
sorry.
something down.
No, I'm
No,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe
no,
I didn't explain it well.
no, it's okay, it's okay. Anyway, I was trying to send him some messages, and he's away. I took this time to talk with him. Okay. Um, is it okay if he gives you a call on your phone in a few
Yeah, yeah,
seconds?
yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool. Anytime.
Okay, and I'm gonna make sure he gives you some additional information.
All
Mr.
right.
Daniel, we're gonna stay in touch. You have my Skype. The
Okay.
fastest way to reach me is on Skype. Usually it takes me a few minutes to respond on for every message.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Mr. Daniel, it was my pleasure. Trust me.
Very well.
Even if you join the mentorship or not, again, it was my pleasure.
Mhm.
And I'm sure we're gonna keep in contact. Okay.
Of course. Of course. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel. Have a good one.
Same to you. Bye. Hello.
Hello, Daniel. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. That's me.
My name is Tony Carter. I'm one of the senior financial advisors in the market. How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
I believe my colleague already told you about my call, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
You
just
mentioned
spoke.
that before.
Yeah, I just spoke to 2 minutes ago. Just now, 2 minutes ago.
See how we're standing on your experience, what exactly you were looking for, and see if we can provide you. But I believe the same message we get fine.
Honestly, honestly, Paul was so excellent. He's giving me a lot of knowledge and has drawn my interest. Let's say from 2 to 8. Honestly, yeah, I don't have any questions. Maybe once we talk, I'll get a question about it because yeah, I've had this many years. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm clear with it. Cool. No, not really. No. Let's say this is my first time entering this um courses.
different have a very good rate. They actually have rates over 60%, and this has been average for the last 2 years. So we are on a very good streak for the SMS signals that we are sending. And the SMS signals themselves, as you can imagine, are driven by us, so our trade that we ourselves open on the platform as well. In any case, we'll talk more about this once we enter to the activation, because the first session will be dedicated to SMS signals and to the platform. To familiarize yourself with the platform and to introduce the SMS signal. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Any questions so far?
No, I think it is clear. I think it's clear to me.
Oh, then let's here we are. So that will be pretty much the bread and butter of things that we offer. As you can imagine, we offer more things like insurance on event. If an event is really important, it's going to shake the market. We offer PML insurance, let's say 12 hours or 24 hours of insurance, where if you open a trade in that period of time, you will get 100% insured of the money you open the trade with, as long as that trade is based on an SMS signal. This way is a way for us to ensure you that we send the best SMS signal. So if you open what we're sending you, we are insuring that money, but only for specific events, bigger events, like the non-card payments or other ones if I'm putting extra to IPOs and so on. So only things that are happening only once every little bit of time. For example, like the US election had a period of 24 hours of insurance, and it's been a non-farm payrolls, which is an event that happens every month, and the same thing. In any case, we have a lot more things that are going on. But the main thing is the mentorship, actually. And the mentorship will be a similar situation to what we have my colleagues offer.
Yeah.
So just in the same way my colleague managed to get her interest from a 2 to a 8, the mentorship will manage to increase not your interest but your knowledge and your experience, maybe from 1 to a beginner level, 2 or 5, 6, 7, an intermediate. I cannot promise you that after 6 you
Of
will
course. Of
but
course.
I can certainly promise you that by the end of it you will understand.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very honest with you. The way not only the available mediators, the things they are paying is based on volume. So the more money we run the trade, the bigger the fee will be. Exactly, the more money we make as well. So the more money that you have in your account, the more money we make.
Yeah, I was
Our
still
job
by
here
phone.
is to make sure that you pay the most money and that you get the account from the course.
Okay.
So what I did.
I explained it to Paul before, earlier on, that I'm very much interested, but I'm kind of trapped in economic crisis. Let me put it that way. That I can't afford this $500. So I told him that I'll be making some arrangements to get that 500 ready. So some Paul to start. But I'm very much interested in actually. I think it's cool because Paul made me. It's so interesting, honestly. It's so interesting. And I'm interested. I can't afford it now. So I can't tell you I'm starting today. If I had it today, I'll start today. But I'm trying to do some things to get into arranging on myself at the beginning. And this is the point that I told Paul.
Understand and you will pay attention to what I'm going to say in the next training sessions once we start. So that's very good.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
first step.
yeah.
Well, let's do it this way. You have your own task, right? You have your own picture that you can make the money up. And our job right now is to wait, basically, because we will not be able to start this mentorship without the activation of the account, the documents, and so on, happening over this phase.
Yeah.
So let's do it this way. You do whatever that's in your power to see if you can get into it as fast as you can, and whenever you're ready, you can message Paul and we will start.
Yeah, that
Make
is.
sure if you can, as you can imagine, the better you do it, the
No, I'm trying. I can promise. I can promise. I'm trying. I'm out of job now, so right now I'm trying my best to Yeah, I'm trying. No problem. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Maybe I can even start doing some small things again. For instance, example. For instance, if I'm to buy Dodge today and I know tomorrow is going up, I can sell it and gain, let's say, extra dollars to start my program earlier. I don't know if that is possible. Okay, no problem. No, like I said, I'm out of work, so I'm always available. I don't have a scheduled time, so yeah. Exactly. Okay.
And then when everything's done and ready, we'll also help you with the activation and we'll assign you into the mentorship, okay?
All right. All right.
Okay. All right, anyhow, then
Okay. Thank.
anything else that I can help you with?
No, for now I'm cool. I think Paul did all the job. He's so marvelous, honestly.
He's one of our financial analysts. He's in charge of giving us information in the morning about the market, about
He's excellent. He's excellent.
that's why he knows so much and we just have financial advisor. We assess that information and then we send it back to President.
All right. Thank you very much.
Pleasure talking to you. I hope to hear from you in the future.
Okay.
Your trainer, individual,
Okay. All the best. All the best.